Today I'm going to show you how to open a Google document. This will be for all the classes that I'll be using, that you'll be saving documents to a Google Doc and then sharing them with me and possibly others throughout the semester. If you don't already have this icon on your computer, the little circle with the multicolor, you need to make sure that you download Google Chrome. By downloading Google Chrome, it's on your desktop and it makes things a lot easier to get in and out of Google. Once you click on your Google Chrome, you'll see this screen that'll pop up. From that, what you're going to be looking for is a square up here that says apps. Once you look for that multicolored square that says apps, you can click on that and it'll bring you to this screen that some of you may be familiar with. Now, as you look at this screen, there's a lot of different Google apps that you may or may not be familiar with on the screen. The one we're going to be most concerned with is your Google Drive. Your Google Drive is where I'm going to send you things and you're going to send me things from there as well. So, click on Google Drive. Then the next screen that you should see will look something like this. Now, you'll see over here, since this is my drive, you'll see that these are all the assessments or all the papers or all these the downloaded documents that I have for me. You are going to, if you don't use your drive, there should be nothing there. And if you have used your drive in the past, maybe past assignments or things should be there as well. So what you're going to be most concerned with in this area is going to be that create button that you see up here. And obviously this button as well, because you can upload from other files too. So first let's look at my drive. I explained that to you. It's here. The other thing that you should be concerned with is something called shared with me, and I'll explain that in a minute as well. So let's look up at this create button. From this point forward, I'm going to ask you to create documents in Google Drive. That way it makes my life and your life that much easier, because you can, or I can, make corrections on a Google Doc and share it back with you without the cumbersome aspect of trying to take home papers or trying to get things from you. Everything will be uploaded to your drive. So real quick, if you click on this create button, you have all of these options available for you. A folder is just that. You can create your own Google Doc folder. So if you have my class and another class that uses Google Docs, you can create a folder just for that, and then you can put documents in that folder. This is if you just wanted to create a document, and this is a PowerPoint presentation of such as well. It does have other options on here, such as a spreadsheet, form, and drawing, and this is something I downloaded, which is called WeVideo. WeVideo is similar to that of iMovie from the Mac users, so that's something you might be interested in downloading in the future as well. So once again, you for me for the most part, unless I tell you to create a folder for such a research paper, you'll be creating documents in this create folder here. Let's look at upload for a second. Here are your two options for uploading. Where it says files, you can upload stuff from Microsoft Word. Just remember, when it does upload from Word, it's not necessarily all aligned correctly like you would want it to be. So you might have to go back and check that alignment if you're uploading from Word. And then you can upload a folder as well. Shared with me is another interesting facet of this. Shared with me will be all the documents, and you only have half a screen there, all the documents that people have actually shared with me, typed my email address on the bottom, and sent to me. So any of these I have certain limitations on and or no limitations. And what that means is you can alter through your settings whether someone can just view your document, whether they can edit your document, and we'll go through more through that as the year goes on. I just wanted you to be able to realize that my drive is important and shared with me is important for you as well. So very quickly, let's go through and we're going to create a document. So you're going to hit the create button. You're then going to hit the document button. And then you should see obviously something that looks like this pop up, and it says untitled document. What I suggest you do is first and foremost, title your document. And it'll say rename it there. So I'm going to put my name. I'm going to put new just so that it does have a name. And you click OK. You would type your information in here however you normally type it into a Microsoft Word document. And then you have all the options up here just like you do in Microsoft Word as well. The only difference for this is when you don't necessarily even have to save it either. There's no save button, you'll notice. It all is saved automatically. If you look over here where the shared button is, this is the most important button because from times previous in the past, other students haven't shared it correctly. And then we have to go through the whole conversation. Well, I shared it. No, you didn't. Yes, I shared it. Okay, this is how you share a document. You click on share. You will then again see a screen like this pops up. Even though my name is here, and you will see normally when I do this from school, my school address will come up. Even though I am the owner, you have got to type my name down here. And that would be B. Nicolettos at btcatholic.org. Please remember, I am .org. You have a totally different, you're BT student. I am totally different as far as the email address. So please make sure that when you type in my email address that it is correct. You've given me the option here that I can edit it. And then if you go down here, you will hit the send button. If you'd like the option of sending a copy to yourself or pasting them in the email, then that is here for you too. This button becomes very cumbersome research paper time. What this means is that not only will I get it in my shared with me column folder on my Google Drive, I'll also get an email that will tell me that you've sent something. So unless I say otherwise, leave it checked, because then even if I don't see it and shared with me, I have an email to confirm that it was sent to me. So once my name is typed in here, you see it says can edit, you see that notify people via email, you hit the send button. That is the only way that I'm going to get this email. What has happened in the past is that people have seen my name up here, they've assumed that I was getting it, and they just hit send. And that was a problem because I wasn't getting it. So, you hit send, it hits sending, and then it'll tell you that it's done. That basically is how you construct a Google document. And that is what I'm going to be asking you to do throughout the semester. Instead of handing papers in to me and waiting for me to hand them back to you, that all feedback will be according and on Google Documents so that you can see my messages and then you can write back to me as well. I hope this helps. Any further questions, please don't hesitate to ask.